Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hack, and this video is all about how you can get some amazing rewards right now in the Elder Scrolls Online. Talking about potential double weapon and jewelry drops from dungeons to help you complete your sets, opal monster helm and monster weapon style pages that look great and can be sold for millions of gold, more motifs, free Undaunted keys, and a whole lot more. This event is live right now and you don't want to miss this, so let's dive right into the video. So the event we are talking about is the Undaunted Celebration event. You can find information about this in the Crown Store. Go ahead and purchase the event for free to unlock the Glory of the Undaunted quest. This just gets you started and tells you a little bit more about how the event works. To complete the quest, you simply go up to one of the Undaunted enclaves in some of the main cities. I prefer this one right here in the city of Wayrest. Really easy to find. So that's all you need to do to get started. During the Undaunted Celebration, you enjoy bonus rewards for completing dungeons of any difficulty, so normal or veteran. During the event, you can earn Undaunted reward boxes by looting the final boss of any dungeon. The first time you do this, you earn a glorious coffer with greater rewards as well as event tickets. You can also do the daily, the Undaunted daily over here. This is another way to earn a bonus coffer. But the way most people will do this is completing the dungeons, and a couple ways you can get started with that. Obviously, you can go into Group Finder, go into Dungeon Finder, and then you have the choice of doing a random dungeon, either random normal or random vet. This can be challenging based on whatever dungeon you end up with, but it does earn you some bonus experience and bonus loot as well. Me, I typically go with specific dungeon, and this is because during this event, it's one of the best times to farm dungeon set pieces that you are missing from your sticker book. So obviously you can queue up through the Group Finder, finish it with your group, get all the way to the final boss, finish that off, and you will get your Undaunted reward. Now I did want to point out that for many dungeons, this can be farmed solo as well. And if you've never done that before, you can simply walk up to a dungeon in any zone in the game, click on the dungeon entrance, and you'll actually be able to zone in and start completing the dungeon that way. You do not have to go through the Group Finder if you don't want to, or if you don't have a group at the time. Another way you can do this, for example, on DLC dungeons, if you have ESO Plus, or you've purchased the dungeon separately with crowns, it'll just show up on your map, even if you've never zoned into it before. You can teleport there from a way shrine and get access that way. So there's many different ways to get into these dungeons, just in case you didn't know. Now, obviously for farming gear sets, doing it with a group is going to be the most efficient way. You can trade drops between group members, and you can finish things much faster, but I usually play during off hours, so I am going to be doing a lot of solo farming. Another great way you can do that is with a companion. Any of the companions in the game will be totally fine. I have plenty of builds on my website or in videos. I'll have links for those in the description if you want to check those out. And I recommend either speccing your companion as a healer or as a tank. That way you can focus on DPS and get the extra support for them. Companion DPS builds don't do very much damage at all, so you do the damage, have the companion support you, and this is another great way to farm sets during this event. Right now, I'm in the process of farming Pillar of Nirn, which is an amazing DPS set for pretty much any build in the game. This comes from Falkreath Hold, which you can see I'm soloing right now with a companion healer, and this is totally doable as long as you've set the dungeon to normal. I'll show you how to set the dungeon difficulty in just a minute. But here's what I'm really excited about, and that is the double drop at the end of each dungeon during the Undaunted event. Here you can see this is my first dungeon of the day, so I did get the event ticket. I also got a Iron Blood Ice Staff, not a bad drop, and I got the Glorious Coffer, so that's what gives me Undaunted keys. I got the Opal Staff here, which is really nice, and I got a second drop. Now, the best thing about this and why I'm so psyched to play this event is that second drop that you get in the coffer is a curated drop, which means it's going to look at the pieces that you've already collected, and it's going to give you something that you don't already have, which is amazing. This is why I said at the beginning, you could potentially get double weapons or double jewelry, depending on which set pieces you've already completed in your sticker book. Now, ideally, you're going to finish your armor pieces first pretty quickly. That's typically how it works because most of the mini bosses on the way to the final boss only drop armor pieces. So once you have all of your armor pieces collected for the dungeon, That last boss is going to give you nothing but weapons and jewelry 2 times every time you complete the dungeon. Once for defeating the boss initially, and a second drop for the Undaunted Coffer. You can see the second time I did this, I got the Draugr's Rest Shield, which counts as a weapon technically, and then in my coffer was a Pillar of Nirn bow. So basically 2 weapon drops on the final boss. This could also be 1 weapon, 1 jewelry. You could get 2 jewelry drops. So yeah, if you're looking to finish some of these dungeon sets, there's literally no better time to log in and start farming those sets right now because of these double drops, potentially on some of the hardest pieces to collect, which is the final drop, that either that weapon or that jewelry piece that you're trying to get. Now, like I said, you do want to farm pretty much on normal, I think, all the time. That's because normal dungeons can be completed quicker. Enemies have less health, they hit you for less damage, the mechanics are just less punishing, so whether you're playing solo or in a group, you'll be able to farm those set pieces much quicker. The way that you set that up, in case you didn't know, is you go into your social menu, look for the group section, and then just make sure that your difficulty is set to normal, not to veteran. Unless you do want to do monster helms, or if you want more guaranteed Opal style pages, that's going to come from veteran hard modes. But for just completing sets, normal is definitely the way to go. Now, of course, you can still be earning event tickets. These can be used to unlock more pages for the Opal Veladrith style. Or, of course, you can purchase the fragments, which are always on sale at the vendor. The Companion Commendations is a nice new addition to the Impresario. This gives you an immediate skill up for your companion in one of the 3 guild skill lines. Now, these honestly aren't as hard to level as they were when companions first came out, but if you have extra tickets and you're not sure what to do with them, we do have access to 2 additional companions now since the High Isle release, so you may want to use those to level up your companion skills a little bit faster. But all in all, great event. I'm very happy for this one to be able to finish out some of my sticker book pieces. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Let me know what sets, if any, you're trying to finish during this special event. And as always, thanks for watching. Hey everybody, just a quick note that we are still updating our members-only builds right here on YouTube with lots of powerful and off-meta builds you won't find anywhere else. Like our unkillable solo werewolf that's perfectly designed to blaze through dungeons completely solo with ease. This build has massive heavy attacks that do AoE splash damage at an increased rate of speed, including 100% uptime on Empower and easy access to off balance to completely shred through your enemies. This build is insane and our current channel members have really been enjoying this one. So if you'd like to support the channel and get access to some great perks, just click on that join button down below for more information. And channel memberships are still 20% off for the first month. I'm not sure how much longer that will last, so now is a great time to take advantage of that if you're interested. Big shout out to our current channel members. Thank you all so much for the support. And as always, thanks again for watching. I hope you're doing well. Stay safe out there, and I will see you around in the next video.